Okay, welcome to this lecture of export and import backups, which is the logical backups. Okay, and in logical backups, we are only missing or pending with only these few options which are left actually. Okay, we have to discuss about these options. Okay, so these are all very important options. It doesn't mean that the remaining options are not important. Everything is important. Okay, everything is important. Okay, but these are all like maximum interview questions. There might be interview questions on this kind of options, like when you say expdp help is equal to y, there might be some interview options on this options, and impdp help is equal to y, there might be interview questions on these options basically. So important options, why we use all these options. Okay, that is what I wanted to tell. Okay, so what I will do now, yeah. So what I will do, I will explain you like this. Okay, this is a production database server in which we have production database, right? This is production or any one database server. Okay, this is one more database server. Okay, this is one more database server. Okay, fine. Now what DBA has to do, what DBA has to do, this is, we have a database here, ICICI database is there. We have one more database, ICICI. So both are ICICI databases only. Okay, and now we will explore the options one by one. First, par file. Why we are using par file? Why we are using par file? Okay, why we are using par file? No. Right. Now, uh, now what you're doing is you're giving the export like this, right? Generally, how do we follow the export? What is the command to follow the export? Export, we are actually doing issuing a command like this, expdp. Forget about this. Okay, forget about this. Expdp. Okay, directory is equal to this, dump file is equal to this, log file is equal to this, schemas is equal to this. Okay, you are giving like this, and when you hit enter, what happens? Obviously it is asking you for the username and password. You are giving the username and password here. Now what is this par file? Why we are using par file? Why we are using par file is, you don't have to use expdp everything, everything. Par file we used to use, remember this very carefully, we used to use par file till 9i version. Till 9i version we used to use only par file. Okay, after that also we can use par file, but we are not using. We can use now also in the current versions also we can use, but we are not using now. We are directly going with nohop and expdp directory is equal to dump file is equal to this is blah blah blah, schemas is equal to schema name, and we are taking the exports. Even for imports also, import impdb directory is equal to dump file is equal to log file is equal to schemas is equal to. Even you can actually give this as is dba and everything, so that it will not even ask you the username at the time of export. If you give this syntax, it will ask you for the username. Absolutely, it will ask you for the username. But if you give as is dba here and you keep this in the background, you run it in the nohub as in the background. Okay, it will not even ask you the username also, because we are already giving username in the including username in the syntax. We have included username in the syntax, like slash as is dba here. Okay, like this. Okay, slash as is dba, we are including username slash as is dba in the syntax only. So this syntax will not ask you the username, it will directly run the export. In the same way, it will directly run the import also. Then what is this par file? What is this par file is, what we used to do in previous versions, what we used to do is we used to open a par file, vi, just like in vi editor. In vi editor, what we used to do is vi, and we used to give the name. You can give anything. ttk.par. ttk.par. This is the par file. In this par file, what you used to give is, we used to give directory is equal to dump file is equal to log file is equal to schemas is equal to like this. We used to give like this, and after that we used to save this par file. Now at the time of export, what we used to do is expdp par file is equal to ttk.par. That's it. What it will do is it will read everything inside the par file. From inside the par file, it will read and it will execute the par file. Okay, here we used to give user is equal to /sysdb, or you can use sys, or you give password also, sys and password. So we used to what it used to do is expdp par file is equal to this par ttk.par. So what happens is it will read the contents inside the par file and it will execute everything inside the par file. That is why we used to have a par file here. In the previous versions, we used to use this par file. Understood what is par file? Everyone, or any doubts? Please ask me right now if you have any doubts.
Understood.
Good. Understood.
Understood, Kumar.
Okay, fine. I think like till previous sessions, people from India used to be sleepy. I think like people from US are sleepy right now. Is it, Dingana? Are you sleeping?
No, Kumar, I'm good. I'm good. I woke up early and took a cold shower.
Great. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah. So this is why we use a par file. This is the purpose of par file. So now we have explored par file. Let's explore network link. What is this network link? Everyone remember about the database link concept? Database link concept. There was a concept called database link.
Yes, sir.
Everyone remember that, right?
Yes,
Yes or no?
Yes, Kumar.
Very good. So there is one user
Yes,
here.
Kumar.
There is one user here. There is one more user here. Okay. And users are connecting here. User will connect to this user of database in this server and has to talk to the user in this database. So we need to establish a database link here. So if you are doing import IMPDP with the help of network link, with the help of database link, how this user will connect to this user with the help of database link. In the database link, what will be there? Username and password of this user. So what will be the database link? For example, this database is ICICI prod. This database is ICICI dev. So the database link is ICICI dev. This is a database link. So import will happen with the help of database link. You don't have to, you don't have to export here, copy the dump here, okay, and import here. You don't have to do it. You can use the direct database link also. Direct database link, if you use, what it will do, it will take the export from here and it can import here also. Understood what is the purpose of database link?
Kumar, you're talking about network link or database link?
Yeah, database link is network link is one and the same. It will use the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, in IMPDB import, the option is network underscore link. Okay, the option name is network underscore link. Network underscore link and database link is both and one are the same. Understood, Dingana? Any confusion?
I'm good now. I'm good.
Yeah, because if you use IMPDP help is equal to y, it gave you an option called network link. So via network link, if you want to import, you have an option. You have an option to connect to the network link and you can import. So that is the option IMPDP is giving us. Okay. So if you want to use that option, you can use that option. Actually, I am using this option in the real time. And if you people have any kind of confusion, no worries, don't worry. I'll show this particular option. As I told you, this particular option, I'll show you once again. I'll show you in real time. But for now, to understand what is network link option, why we are using network link option when at the time of IMPDP, importing via network link means it is nothing but importing via database link. You are using a database link to connect to this database and import the data here. What is our final assumption? Export the data here, expdp, send the dump file here, and then import the data here, right? You can also do that with the help of network link. I'm telling that. You understood, everyone? Dingana, you also understood?
Yes, yes, Kumar, yes.
So we can use this option is what I'm talking. So that is why we use network link. If somebody is asking, we use network link is equal to why we use this option. Network link, you can tell in the interview that network link is nothing but a database link. It will use that particular link to establish a connection to this user in the second database and import the data in the second database, second other server database with the help of network link. It is nothing but a database link. That is why we use network link. I will show this option in the real time once again. Okay. Next, remap data. Okay, and remap data file. Remap schema. What is this? Why we are using, and remap table space. Why we are using this? This is interesting. This is interesting and important also. Very important also. Okay. Now, till now what we have seen is we have exported ABC user schema. Till now we have exported ABC user schema, and what we did, we have taken abc.dmp dump file. Okay, we have taken abc.dump file. Okay, what we did, we have taken export abc.dump abc.dmp, right? abc.dmp, and what we did, we have copied. What we did, we have copied. What is this called? SCP. Everyone remember or forgot? Yesterday only we completed, right? SCP. We have secured copied this dump file here, exported, and then what we did? We did IMPDP. Okay, IMPDP. We did IMPDP. IMPDP, and which schema we have imported? We have imported the same ABC schema. So what we are doing? It's very simple. What we did is we have taken the export. Listen carefully. We have taken the export of ABC user in a dump file. We have taken the export of ABC user in a dump file. We have copied this dump file into this location, and we have, with the help of IMPDP, we have imported the dump file, and we have refreshed the same ABC user. Whatever the data in ABC user is there, we have refreshed, and so that the same data of ABC user is refreshed in development database also. This is a production server, this is a production database. Okay, and this is a development database. Okay, sorry, dev. Till here everyone clear, right? Any confusion? You people can ask me. if you have any confusion.
I'm good, Kumar. I'm good.
Okay, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Kumar.
Okay, Satish, Suresh, Vijay Kiran. What about you people? Any questions?
Clear,
Till here we are clear, right?
Yes.
Okay. I repeat again. See, what is user? First of all, if we talk like this, it will be good to understand. Okay. Now, what is user's request? User's request is please refresh ABC schema from ICICI prod to ICICI dev. Okay, ABC schema. Right. See, this is what the user request is. Understood? What is user's request now? Please refresh ABC schema of production database to ABC schema of development database. So what we did, we have taken export of ABC schema. In production, and we have copied that dump to the development server, and we have imported that in development server with the help of IMPDP, and ABC schema is imported here. Till here, everyone clear?
Yes, Kumar.
Yeah, no.
Good, good. Now, what table space is being used by ABC here? That is important. What table space is being used by ABC here? ABC data. Yes or no? Yes or no? Everyone?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
right? ABC data is being used. So before importing, what we have to do? Before importing, what we have to do? Import is a logical, right? We need to create a physical file. We need to create same ABC data. Same ABC data table space should be there. We need to create a table space and then we need to import the data. Then import will be successful. Till here, everyone clear?
Yes, Kumar.
Yes, Anna.
Yes, Kumar.
Good. Now assume the same scenario, but little bit change. What is the change is, user is asking a DBA, hey DBAs, hey DB team, can you please refresh ABC schema of ICICI production database to XYZ schema of ICICI development database. Now, how will we do it? Can anyone explain me the steps? User is asking you, please refresh ABC schema. Please take the ABC schema data. Please take the data of ABC schema and refresh XYZ schema of development database. How will you do it? Can you people tell me? Please come up with the answers, man. Come on. First, what we have to do?
Who do the export?
Export where? Export where? Be very specific. Export where? Where will you do the export?
On prod.
Yeah, okay, good. So you do export of ABC schema in prod. Okay, abc.dump, abc.dmp is ready. Now what you will do?
SCP to dev.
Okay, secure copy the dump to this server. Okay, good. Then what you will do?
And the question says to XYZ schema.
Yes. So what you do?
Do we do kind of like a rename, like when we're doing we rename it before we do the IMPDP?
No.
Before.
No.
Okay.
So what we do here is
We'll create on XYZ data.
XYZ user is not there. XYZ user is not there here. So what you do?
Physically, we have to create it.
We have to create.
Physically, what you will create?
We have to create the table space.
Yes,
physically.
exactly. Which table space you will create? You will create ABC data table space or XYZ data table space?
Budget.
Very good, very good. So you people are creating XYZ data. No ABC data here. You people are creating, one second. No ABC data table space. Now for this request, you people are creating XYZ data. Okay. XYZ data table space is ready. Now, after XYZ data table space, what you do?
We do IMPDP.
Wait. Yeah, somebody is telling. Yeah, IMPDB. Who is that? Who is that? Vijay Sarthi? Is that you?
Yeah, initially I told it.
Yeah, okay, very good. Okay. And who else want to tell now? Can you people tell? The physical file is ready. Now what we do? We have taken the export of ABC schema. abc.dump is ready. And we have secured copy. We have copied the dump to this server. And the physical file, we have created the physical file. Table space is also created now. XYZ data table space is created. And now what we do? Can you people tell me?
So now importing the data to XYZ data.
Importing the data to XYZ data.
Okay, good. You will import the data. Okay, what is the statement that we use? Can you people tell me? How do we import? IMPDB directory is equal to
Data pump.
Okay, data underscore pump underscore dir. Okay, next dump file is equal to ABC dot
X1.
ABC dot DMP. The dump file is ABC dump, right?
Yes.
Dump file is
Okay.
ABC dot DMP. Okay. Log file is equal to XYZ dot log. Okay. Next.
Schema.
Schemas is equal to. Yeah, tell me. Which schema you are importing?
ABC.
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 No, import should happen to which schema?
XYZ.
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 So what should I give now here? Should I give ABC schema or XYZ schema?
XYZ schema.
XYZ. Okay, it will fail. Import will fail. Import will fail.
We are taking schema from ABC. That's why we need to take ABC schema now.
Okay, fine. ABC. Schemas is equal to ABC.
And we did not given sysdba.
No, that's okay, man. See, don't worry about sysdba. Silly things. Now, schemas is equal to what should I give? In previous question, you people told XYZ. I told it will be failed. Now you people are telling ABC. ABC. It will be failed.
XYZ we have to give.
And a schema equal to full we have to give.
Schema is equal to ABC only, right? ABC dot dump. I have to import to XYZ schema. I have to ABC schema from ABC schema of production database should be imported to XYZ schema of development database. Now, what should I use at here? What should I use? Schemas is equal to. Should I use XYZ or should I use ABC?
ABC dot
ABC comma XYZ.
Why ABC comma XYZ, man? Come on.
only ABC Anna, not
Okay,
XYZ.
only ABC. Wait, I'll come one by one. Only ABC.
yes Anna, because we are importing the data from production server.
Okay, but here we are importing to XYZ user, right? But we are not importing to ABC user.
We need to give XYZ. Anna.
Okay, we need to give XYZ. It will be failed. I'm telling you, it will be failed. Even if you give ABC also, it will be failed. Can someone come up with the answers? Actually, you people are eager to talk. I love you people talking. So please talk. Yeah. Tell me, what should we do now?
We just say remap.
Exactly. That is why we use this option. The option is remap schema and remap table space. What we use is we use the remap table space. Where is that? Here. Yeah. We don't use schemas here. We use remap table space is equal to what is the table space using in production? ABC data colon. What is the table space? It has to remap here. It has to remap to XYZ data.
XYZ.
Okay. And again, which schema you are taking export? ABC.
ABC.
So obviously remap underscore schema is equal to ABC schema. You have to remap to XYZ schema. Understood? Why we use remap table space remap schema?
Yes,
sir.
Yeah, Anna.
Understood, everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes,
sir.
Anna.
If you want to export of one schema and import that into another user, you are taking export of ABC user and importing to the XYZ user. That is possible, but you have to use remap table space remap schema. Then only import will be successful. Understood, guys? Everyone?
Yes,
Anna.
Kumar.
Any questions?
Yes, Kumar.
Any questions?
I'm good.
What about others? Any questions,
It's clear,
guys?
Kumar.
No,
It's
no
clear.
questions. Anna.
Remapping means what about the data that is already existing in the XYZ data?
XYZ data is newly
I mean, are
created.
we replacing the data with ABC data in XYZ or?
Yes, replacing only. That is what ABC user is having some data, man. Your ABC user is having how many tables? Some 10 tables are there.
Okay.
ABC user is having 10 tables. Where these tables are located, where these tables are sitting in production database, where these tables are sitting. These tables
The
are
ABC
sitting in
data.
ABC
Yes.
data table space, ABC data
Yes.
data file, they are sitting. Okay. So you have to import that into development database, but not in ABC user. It has to go to XYZ user. How do you do it? You will remap the table space. So which means ABC, whatever the ABC data table space is there, it will be mapped to XYZ data. And whatever ABC schema is there, it will be mapped to XYZ schema. Understood what I'm talking?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Kumar.
Yes, Anna.
Or else if you just give schemas is equal to a XYZ, it will fail. it will fail. Schemas is equal to ABC, it will fail. Because it is unable to identify which table space it has to use to store the data, to import the data, which table space it has to use. Import IMPDP is not able to find which table space I have to import, man. Which schema I have to import, I am not able to understand. So IMPDP will fail. If you give this remap table space is equal to, here it was XYZ, here it was ABC data. Use XYZ data here. That is what you are telling with this statement. It was ABC data in the whatever the dump that you have taken, in that dump, it is using ABC data table space. Here you map it to XYZ data table space. That is what you are mentioning by this syntax or by this option. And here by this option, what you are mentioning, hey, whatever the dump that you are using for import, it is having export of ABC user. So you are importing into XYZ user. So please remap the schema. There it was ABC, please remap it to XYZ. This is what you will tell. Understood what I mean to say? Remap table space and remap schema. Everyone,
Yes, yes.
clear?
Yes, Kumar.
Yes, Kumar.
When we will use remap table space, remap schema, because two different, we are importing two different, we are exporting taking the export of one schema and importing into some other schema, not the same schema, some other user we are importing the data. So that is when we use this options. Okay. Now, yeah, the same goes with data file. Same goes with table also. Same goes with table. Now you want to, for example, we'll take the table option. Okay. You want only employee table of ABC user. Remember carefully. Listen carefully. You want only employee table. You want only employee table of ABC user to be imported to XYZ user. Then what you will use? Which option you will use? Which option you will use? Simple. Remap table. Remap underscore table is equal to ABC
ABC colon XYZ.
ABC dot emp colon
XYZ
dot emp. Simple. So you are taking you have a dump abc.emp schema name dot table name. So you have in the dump, whatever the dump you have, abc underscore emp, you have this dump abc employee table is there in the dump. So you using this dump, you want to import into xyz.emp. Simple. So use remap table is equal to abc.emp colon xyz.emp. Simple. Table import will happen without any issues. You are remapping the table. Here it was owned, the employee table is owned by ABC user. And the same employee table should be owned by XYZ user here. There is no ABC user in this database, for example. There is no ABC user in this database. There is only XYZ user. So you want to import that in the XYZ user. So use remap table is equal to. Simple. Understood, everyone?
So in this case, Kumar, do you need to create a table
what?
space? Do you have to create anything on the dev side since ABC doesn't exist?
Yeah, that is what I was talking, right? XYZ user data has to be stored in some or the other table space. That the table space is mandatory. Without a physical file, how import will happen? Simple logic, right? That's a very simple logic. Without a physical file, where it will import?
Right.
You understand my point, Ningana? Again, you are coming
Yes.
back to the basics. I don't know
Yes,
whether you
Kumar.
are able to
Yeah.
understand my concept or not.
No, I understand. I was just, I mean, like when you said ABC won't be it's okay, I understand it.
Understood, right? Every user should have a table space, man. Every user should have a table space. Without a table space or without data file, where this data will go and sit? If there is no dedicated data file, obviously it will go and sit in users data file. But we have to give a dedicated data file, right? So first we will create one table space, then only we will start the import. Understood, everyone?
Anna, understood, Anna.
Yes,
One little doubt, Anna. Can multiple users use the same table space?
Obviously, they can use. They can use, no problem at all.
So then ABC and XYZ tables can be in the same table space, right?
There can be. It depends on the business requirement, basically. See,
Okay.
that is purely business requirement. For example, there is a user who uses that, who has that data, very little data or small data, very little amount of data is there. You can actually share the table space with that user. Understood?
Yes, sir. Nice.
There is a critical user, very critical user in the database. There is a very critical user, and that user keeps on growing the data, in a very huge amount of data. And that user is very critical. For critical users, don't share the table spaces with other users. Understood?
Okay.
So that is a real time which you come to know when you join the organizations. So there is nothing that you cannot share the table spaces. You can share the table spaces with multiple users depending on the requirement of the business. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Now, which options we are left with? We are left with what? Very good option. This is something. Now remap. Everyone remap understood everything. Remap data file, remap data, remap schema, remap table space. So this
Yes,
is
sir.
about remap. Now table underscore exist underscore action. Very good. Very good. Table underscore exist underscore action. Compulsory interview question. Compulsory interview question. I'm telling you again. I'm telling you again and again. Make sure you note this point. Confirm interview question. Table underscore exist underscore action. Why we will use? No. They will not ask you why we will use table underscore. They will not ask you directly. In interview, they will not ask you directly like why we will use table underscore exist underscore action while doing import. Why we will use this option? They will not ask you like this. They'll ask you tricky question. They'll ask you one tricky question. Okay, but for that, first I have to tell you why we will use that, so that the tricky will be easy to understand. Okay, so let me show you this. Okay, table underscore exist underscore action. We have 4 options here. In table underscore exist underscore action, we will have 4 options. One second, let me open the document and show you. Yeah, this is the. So we have 4 options. Listen carefully. Table underscore exist underscore action. We have 4 options: skip, append, truncate, replace. I repeat, if somebody is asking you table underscore exist underscore action, skip, append, truncate, replace. By default, if you don't use this option, by default it is skip. By default it is skip. What is skip? First, I'll come one by one. What is skip? If you give that option, or if you don't give that option also, by default it is skip. Table underscore action, table underscore exist underscore action is equal to skip. When you use skip at the time of import, what happens is how can I tell you? Okay, here, this is the schema. Export. This is the schema of import. You have to export here, copy, and you have to import here. It could be any schema, man. ABC schema, XYZ, anything. We don't worry about schema names. Now we only worry about table underscore exist underscore action is equal to skip. What happens if we skip? What happens is, by default it will be skip. We will not use anything. We will not use the option called skip anyways. Like, we will not use the option called skip. By default it will be skip only. It will be skip only by default. If we don't use this option also, by default it will be skip only. What is skip? You can read this. This says to ignore the data in the import file and leave the existing table untouched. Means what is that meaning? The meaning is here you have, for example, you have some 10 rows. 10 rows are there. 10 rows are there in one table. In one table, there are 10 rows. Here you have five rows. Here you have 5 rows. So what it is doing is, at the time of import, you have already exported this 10 rows, and now you are importing here. It will not touch this 5 rows. It will not touch this 5 rows. But whatever the difference is there, remaining 5 rows, it will import here. It will import remaining 5 rows, and then it will also become 10 rows. It will also become 10 rows in a table. Understood, everyone? What is meaning of skip?
Yeah, understand.
Yes, Anna.
The existing files won't be disturbed.
Now once again.
Yeah, I'll repeat it once again. No problem. No problem. You ask me, I'm ready to repeat 100 times also. I don't have any problem. Okay, fine. Here there is one table which I'm exporting, man. Here I'm exporting one table from this schema. Listen carefully. I'm exporting the table from this schema, and I'm importing the table here. I'm exporting the table and I'm importing the table. In this table, how many rows are there? There are 10 rows in this table. There are 10 rows in this table where I have exported. Already the same table exists here. Already the table is there. The table is there here. The table is there here, but it is having only 5 rows. It is having only 5 rows. So when I export and import, how many rows it has to import here? Already 5 rows are there. So it won't touch this 5 rows. It will not touch the 5 rows. It will import more 5 rows. It will import more 5 rows, and it will make it as 10. Understood? It will not touch the existing data. It will just check whatever the data is missing here. It will only import that data.
Okay.
Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Anna.
Yeah, no.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is skip. Even if you use table underscore exist underscore action is equal to skip, even if you don't use like this, for example, you are using this syntax. You are using this syntax. In this syntax, did you mention table underscore exist underscore action is equal to skip? You did not mention. So even if you don't mention also, that will be by default skip only. So it will not touch the existing data. Any import will not touch the existing data. It will only import the data which is missing in the export from the export file. It will read the entire dump and it will import only that data which is actually not there in the in this database. Understood, everyone?
Yes, Kumar.
Yes, Anna.
That is skip.
Yes, Anna.
Yeah.
That is skip. Okay, now what is the next option? Next option is append. Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of append? Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of append?
Combining kind of.
Exactly. Now here there is 10 rows. There are 10 rows in one table. There is a table called EMP. EMP table is having 10 rows. Here the same EMP table is already existing with 5 rows. Now I use at the time of import. At the time of import, my command is impdp directory is equal to dump file. Directory is equal to data underscore pump underscore dir. Okay, dump file is equal to emp.dump. Log file is equal to emp.log. Tables is equal to emp table. I am importing the table with the table underscore exist underscore action is equal to append. So what it will do is, it will not touch the 5 rows, but it will import all the 10 rows. Then it will become 15. Means append. If you use append, there is an option of having duplicate rows. There is an option of having duplicate rows in the table. Understood, everyone? What is append?
Yes, sir.
Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Anna.
Yes, Kumar.
Everyone understood, guys? Or should I repeat append once again?
Kumar, it will be easy for us.
Okay, fine. If you use at the time of import, for example, you are using this. Wait, I'll tell you. This is a syntax, man. impdp directory is equal to something directory name. Okay, some directory name. Okay. Next, dump file. Dump file is equal to you're actually importing what? You're importing emp table. So emp.dump. Okay. Next, log file. Log file is equal to emp.log. Log. Okay. Tables. tables is equal to EMP, or else like you are using schemas, for example, anything it could be, or else you can use tables also. That's all. Oh man, what happened? Yeah, tables is equal to EMP example, and table underscore exist underscore action is equal to, we are using this option, table underscore exist underscore action is equal to, first skip. What happens if you skip? I told you it will not touch the existing rows. It will not touch the existing rows. Okay, it will not touch the existing rows. For example, there are 5 rows are there. It will not touch the existing rows. If you use skip, it will not touch the existing rows, but it will import remaining 5 rows, so that it will also become 10 rows now. That is skip. So by default it is skip. Now this EMP table is already having 5 rows here. Now you are using what? You are using append. You are using append. When you use append, what happens? When you use append, what happens? If you use append, already 5 rows are already there. So it will not skip. It will not skip. It will actually import the entire 10 rows, and it will become 15 rows, which means there are 5 duplicates. There are 5 rows which are duplicate rows. So it will allow duplicates also. If you use table underscore exist underscore action is equal to append, it will import. Once again it will import. It will not touch these 5 rows, but it will import all the 10 rows. So it will become 15 rows now. Means there is 5 duplicate rows. Understood?
Yes, Kumar.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everyone understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes, sir. No.
About Dingana? Understood?
Yes, Kumar.
Okay. Fine. That is append. Next. This is about append. Next is truncate. Truncate. Okay. Truncate. What is truncate? I'll tell you. Now you are using truncate. If you use truncate, what happens is, there is a table here with 5 rows. There is a table already. This table is there with 5 rows. How many rows are there here? Can
5.
anyone tell me how many rows?
5.
Already 5 rows are existing. Already 5 rows are there. Okay. Now we have to take this table, export this 10 rows and import this here. When you use table underscore exist underscore action is equal to truncate, what happens is, for a table, what will be there for a table? Can anyone tell me for a table?
Metadata and data.
Wonderful, excellent. Balraj, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Metadata and data. So when you use truncate, what happens is it will not touch the metadata. When you use truncate, it will not touch the metadata. It will delete all the data and import the same data. It will not touch the metadata. It will only truncate the existing rows. Whatever the rows are there, I mean the table definition will remain the same. It will not touch the table definition. The empty structure, the structure of the table will not be changed. It will truncate the data inside. Whatever the data is there, it will truncate the whole data and it will import this data here. Understood? What is the truncate?
Yes, sir.
Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Kumar.
Sir.
Now, what happens if the previous table structure is different?
Coming, Amma, coming. That is next. That is why we use replace.
Okay.
See, replace. This says, listen, this says to delete the whole table and replace both table definition and data. We use replace. For your question, the answer is this. Read this, you understand. Okay. When you use truncate, what happens? When you use truncate, what happens?
It is only
This says to truncate the existing table rows, leaving the table definition as it is. It will not touch the table definition when you use truncate. It will just truncate the existing rows and it will import whatever the rows that are there in the dump. It will import with that rows. If you use replace, what it will do is it will delete whole data, metadata, complete. If you use this option, table underscore exist underscore action is equal to replace. What it will do? It will delete entire data, metadata, and then it will import with the whatever the definition is there here, with that definition and that data, it will be imported here. Understood? What is table underscore exist underscore action is equal to replace?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yes,
Yeah.
Kumar.
Yes, Kumar.
Yes, sir.
So very important an interview question. Okay, very important an interview question. So how interview question will come? How interview question will come? I'll tell you. Interview questions will always be like a scenario based. How interview question will be? There is one employee table. In production database, which I have to import to development database, and I don't want to touch the definition, or I want they will tell like I don't want to touch the definition, but all the data should be deleted and the fresh data should be imported. How can we do it? Can you people tell
By
me?
using truncate.
No.
Table
Yeah,
underscore exit underscore.
Table
nine.
underscore exit.
You should tell full ma at the time by using truncate. What truncate? You should tell full. We will import the data. Using IMPDP. At the time of import, we will use an option called table underscore exist underscore action is equal to truncate. By using this option, what happens is it will not touch the definition of the existing table, but it will delete the entire data of the table and import the data from the dump. This is how you have to explain the interviewer. Then
Okay.
you will get 100 out of 100 marks. Now again, one more scenario. I don't want the table. I want the table to be completely deleted, and you have to import the fresh table. How can we import?
IMPDP.
Sorry.
During import, we use a table exist action replace.
Yeah, you have to tell like that. At the time of import, when we use an option called table underscore exist underscore action is equal to replace, which actually drops the entire table and replace with the new table. Replace with the new table with new definition. Now, I want duplicate. No, this question will not come. This question, if somebody is asking this question, I don't think this is a valid, or it's not a valid or something like that. It's a foolish question actually. Which who will maintain the duplicate data, man? Nobody will maintain the duplicate data anywhere in the organization. I never see people maintaining a duplicate data. For still some foolish question is asking by the interviewer. I want the duplicate data to be imported. So what you will use? Which option you will use?
Table exist action append.
So you use append, okay? But just interview purpose, if somebody is asking, that's okay. But in real time, we don't use append. Nobody accepts duplicate data. Users will be confused. In the report, for example, a user is running a report, man. A user is running a report. For example, how can I show you? Okay, I'll show you like this. See, you only will answer me. I logged into my American Express net banking. Okay, user is running a report. For example, I have logged in here. Okay, I have logged into my account. Okay, and what I'm doing, I want to see my latest transactions. For example, view all recent activity. For example, okay. Now I'm selecting which activity I want to select. I'll select. Okay, I'm doing this from 6th October 2020 to now payment received. Thank you. Pay with credit. Thank you. Okay. If these rows are duplicated, if I'm seeing double 2 times, will user get confused or not? You people only tell me.
Definitely confused.
Yes,
Sir.
sir, definitely.
Then in real time, why we accept duplicate rows? Why we will append the data? Simple logic. We don't use append basically. Okay, we don't use append. Simple. If you append, what happens? It will accept the duplicate rows. It will import with the duplicate data. So I can see this row. With the column date, description, amount. These are the column names. Date, description, amount. These are the column names. Date. This is the data. 23rd October. Payment received. Thank you. 2044 is the amount. Okay, this row is duplicated now. For example, I see 2 times. Then what user will think? Hey, did I make a payment 2 times to American Express Bank? Will user get confused or not? Simple logic. Tell
Yes,
me, will
sir.
user get confused?
Yes, Kumar.
Yes.
So
Yes, sir.
obviously, we don't use append. And if somebody is asking that question, also foolish question. I treat it as a foolish question. Okay. And now skip, by default it will be skip only. By default it will be skip only. Okay. Even if you use table underscore exist underscore action is equal to skip, even if you don't use, by default it will be skip only. That is the explanation about table underscore exist underscore action. Everyone understood? I believe so. I think
Yes,
I think I
Yes,
explained you people in a better way.
Yes, sir.
So I'm feeling that if you people also feel the same, just answer me whether you people are able to understand the session or not.
Understood.
Yes, sir.
Understood, Kumar.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Fine, that's it. And transportable table space, I think like it is not required as of now. Okay, transportable table spaces. Why we use transportable table spaces? Okay, let me explain why we use transportable table spaces. The production database is in Linux operating system. The production is in Linux, and the development database is in Windows. It's in Windows. Now you have to take the export. Okay, this in Windows. Now you have to take the export of ABC table space or ABC user. You have to take the export and you have to import in the development database. But both are 2 different operating systems. Then we use transportable underscore table spaces. That explanation is enough for you people right now for transportable table spaces. Understood why we use transportable table spaces? When there are 2 different operating systems of export and import. Understood, guys? The explanation about export and import, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, Kuma. Kuma,
Yes,
for the
Kumar.
Yeah.
for the transportable table spaces where you talk about doing it from Linux to Windows, is there kind of like a syntax that works on that?
Yeah,
or
it's
it's
syntax.
just
Yeah, syntax only it works. And do you people have the access to the documents?
yes.
1 second. Let me check. If you want, I mean, it doesn't need that much explanation. So if you want, I'll explain you. Wait. Backup notes. Where is it? Backup notes here. It should be with me. Not in this document. So 1 second. Just give me 1 minute here. Okay, not in this document. Okay. Okay, fine, no problem. So anyways, I'll give you that explanation. Okay, the same syntax, Dingana, it's the same syntax. Transportable underscore table space is equal to. Okay, you can check. I had the document basically, but that's okay. I'll give you the document, my own document. Okay, transportable table space migration. Yeah. So there's something like migrating data from one see you can you read this? Can you please read this? What is this?
You can transport data across
Platforms. Yeah, one is the Linux platform, one is the Windows platform. In the example that I have given you, what is the example that I have given you? I have given you the example as one is one as a Linux platform and the other one as a Windows platform. So when you are migrating across the platforms, you use transportable table space. You use transporting of data. Okay, so this is how you do it basically. And this document will be useful. You can check this document actually. For now, this is enough. This much explanation is enough for transportable table space, because
Okay.
we hardly use this. We generally don't use this basically. Even if we do across the platforms also, we don't use many times. So it hardly needs explanation or time to spend on this transportable table space. You can use $v transportable underscore platform to see from which platform to which platform we can actually migrate the data. Same, you can export the data, you can import the data, but transportable table space will take the metadata, and the data we can actually import later. That's okay. It will first take all the definitions and it will transport the data into the OS level format, whatever the OS it is Linux format you are importing or Windows format. It will change that to that specific format and then it starts the import. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Dingana, it's for you. I'm asking. Did you understood, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If people ask me a question and so till here, whatever the concept that I have explained you about export and import, did you people understood?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So I think like we can close the session for the day. Next topic, I'll start about the physical backups. I'll talk about physical backups, and physical backups is very, very important again. Did you people do these exercises? Whatever the exercises that I have given you, the homework on export and import, did you people complete these exercises? And I think like you have some questions or doubts at the time of creating. Dingana, today morning you asked me, right? So you can
sir.
start sharing the screen. So that's it for the day in today's session. Tomorrow I'll start the physical backups, which are very, very important. And I have asked you people one question: did you people do this homework exercise? I did not get an answer from anyone, but I know what is the status, what you people are doing.
Completely done now.
Yeah, I know that. I just told before you join. So I know who are doing, who are not doing. That's okay, fine, no problem. So remaining people who are not completing, please complete the practicals on time, so that everyone will be on the same pace. You people will be on the same pace. Okay. So thank you everyone for joining this lecture. If you people don't have any questions.
Anna, one little concern, Anna, for how many days?
Wait. Hold on. One second. So if you people have any technical doubts, please stay on the call. If you people don't have any technical doubts, that's it for the day. Okay. And remaining Q&A session, I'll answer you right now. Okay.